Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Witch's Moon. I am your Monday hostess, Natalie, and this week's topic is cleansing your personal energy. Now, this kind of goes on the heels of last week, which was cleansing your space. I am going to tell you that this is probably going to be a real short video because for me, there's only a couple of ways that I usually use to cleanse my personal energy that I find very effective. The first off is meditation. Meditation. And I know I have beat this dead horse to death, but that is the truth. To me, there is nothing more refreshing and re-energizing than a good old-fashioned chakra cleanse. Now, that being said, I'm not above cleansing myself with sage or Palo Santo or something along those lines. Rosemary, my cleansing things. I will actually smoke myself, smudge myself. So there are times when that is definitely necessary. Another way that I use to cleanse my personal energy is in the shower. And I don't like baths. A lot of people take magical baths. I do not take magical baths because, one, you're sitting in your own dirty water. That just kind of grosses me out. Unless you shower first and then you soak in the bath. I guess you can do that. But to me, it's But also, there is the visualization for me of all the schmuck, all the sludge and of the day going down the drain. I am washing it off of me. It's down the drain. It's out. For me, there's a lot of personal symbolism in that. So it's a matter of I will cleanse myself. Now, when I am doing a shower for the purpose of cleansing my energy, not just my body, and that means almost every time I shower, if you want the truth, I usually start out, because that's, as I mentioned before, that's the bulk of the time when I do my meditation. Sometimes I actually have moments where I can sit down and do a focused meditation, but a lot of times it's in the shower and it's a ritual kind of thing for me. I will use Dragon's Blood and Rosemary soap that I make for myself. I will use other types of things, and sometimes I'll make an herbal tea and put it in a little sachet bag or a coffee filter, or you can buy tea bags from Mountain Rose Herbs, empty tea bags, and I'll put herbs in there for whatever purpose I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to protect and shield, I'll put rosemary and patchouli, because to me they represent, patchouli represents a masculine protective energy, and rosemary is the feminine protective energies. I'll put lavender in there sometimes, and eucalyptus leaves. And what I'll do is I will hang that on my shower head, and I run a pretty warm shower, so it runs through the water and kind of helps to cleanse me, and then everything goes down the drain, and I don't have herbs that are clogging up my drains or anything like that. I mean, they are biological. They'll eventually dissipate, but it can clog up your plumbing. So I never recommend letting anything go down the drain. I also have a trap catcher, little thing that sits in the drain and it catches like hair and stuff like that. I shed worse than the dogs, so I will do that. The other way that I cleanse myself is, of course, with crystals. When I'm doing a chakra meditation, sometimes I will pick out crystals that to me represent the various chakras, and I will place them. I'll lay down and I'll place them in that area. Or I may just have them lined up, and as I go through each chakra, I'll pick up the stone and hold it in my hand thus, right? And for integration after a chakra meditation, I will use a piece of selenite, and I will integrate like that. So that is that. Well, those are the ways in which I cleanse myself. So meditation, first and foremost, I use the Insight Timer. For those of you that are not familiar with that application, this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can get back out here. Okay, this one right here, that's the Insight Timer. It is available for both Android and Apple. And these are just some of my favorites. These are my bookmarks. These are some of the meditations that I've saved for myself. But you can also do a timer. If I go here, this is the timer. I have some preset timers that have little warm-ups to them. I have, I think, a 5-minute one, a 15-minute one, a 20-minute one, and these have sounds that go with them. Not sure which one this is. That's my Om meditation. This is the one that I use the most because Om is on a frequency that's really good for opening the third eye. So I will sit and use that when I'm doing third eye work. I'm going to discard that session. Now, what's nice about this app is if you're really serious about your meditative practices and you want some accountability, this tracks how many sessions you have daily and monthly, weekly, so forth. So all the little stars that go along with your name, if you can see that, they're red, yellow, green. Those all have to do with how frequently I have meditated, and it'll tell you how many days straight that you've meditated. So if you've missed a session, you can do that. Now, here's the thing. That's not the only meditations that I use, because on YouTube, there is a wonderful chakra cleansing meditation that I love from Helen Dimitru. You may be familiar with her. Some of you may not be. It's Demitrou, I believe, Helen Dimitru. She just has the most calm, soothing voice you've ever heard. I think she's in one of the Ascended Masters groups or something like that. But in any case, she has a wonderful chakra cleansing meditation that I love, and that's on YouTube. But the nice thing about the Insight Timer is under the journal area, you could actually add a session. So if you do an outside session, I'm going to try to see if I can show that to you. Okay. Under my profile, you will see this button says activity. You tap that, and it's going to show how frequently I've meditated. Now, if you go over to here, oh, maybe that's not it. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Well, no. Well, fudge nickels. Can't find it. Okay. In any case, so it's got this little menu at the top. So it's got different things. You could use your timer. You can go to your bookmarks. You can do that. It's got free daily meditations. Now, this is a free site, or at least it was. Oh, here you go. Okay. There it is. Under the settings button, under my profile, if I tap that, you'll see it says daily reminders, all of that. Then down here it says journal, logs, and stats. You can tap that and you can actually add a session. So if you do a meditation on your own or something that is outside of the app, you can add that session and it counts it, it logs it. So it's really nice to have. That being said, meditation is the #1 way I know to clear your energy. Now, for those of you that are new to meditation or think, oh, I just can't clear my mind, that's why I like the chakra meditations, because a lot of them are guided visualizations. So you're not having to clear your mind, because it does take some time to get to that point. But don't think that meditation is limited to that, because as I said, I meditate in the shower a lot. And while I have this meditation, like a mantra or something going in the background, I'm also focused on what I'm doing. I am seeing myself cleanse myself out. And I do that inside and out. I see a visualization of all of the sludge that's in my energy field going down the drain. And I will mantra something. Usually what I say is, lately I've been trying to shield myself from the negativity of someone who lives in my home, who shall remain nameless, like Voldemort. But what I do is I chant something to the effect of, protect me now from darkness and doubt, shield within and shield without. And I will do that as I'm cleansing my body and my energy with the soap that I've made. So I make sure I get the bottoms of my feet, my elbows, my back, every inch of me gets cleansed, and I keep chanting that. Guard me now, protect me now from darkness and doubt, guard within, guard without. That's my little mantra for keeping myself protected from the effects of the negativity that's consistently around me and getting worse. So, that being said, there are other ways to do it as well, I'm sure. And I'm sure that you're going to get a lot of wonderful ideas from the hosts this week. Know that I guess you could consider cleansing your energy a form of transformational magic, but to me, in my mind, I demark those things. To me, transformation becomes something entirely different, whereas cleansing just means you're just cleansing yourself out. To me, makeup is a highly transformational form of magic, because you can go from looking like Death Warmed Over to glamour queen in 10 minutes flat. So I don't see those as the same thing, and I bring that up because somebody asked me about that once. They wanted to know if we considered cleansing ourselves a form of transformational magic. I suppose in a way it is, because you're taking yourself from being sludged down to not being sludged down, but I don't consider it that. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoy this week's videos. I hope you get a lot of great ideas for cleansing your energy fields. You can use grids, forgot to mention that one, cleansing grids. Put an image of yourself or a tarot card that represents you in the center of your grid. Use crystals around the grid and herbs to kind of focus that energy on you and cleansing yourself. But I would usually do that while meditating. So again, I go back to meditation. It's the number one go-to for me for cleansing my personal energy and space and refreshing myself. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Blessed be.